So when you become a Christian, life just gets easier, right? I'm not exactly sure that's what this book would say. Let me explain. Welcome to Bible Time. I'm Raj Nair, and you and I are here simply to renew our joy for Scripture. Now, this isn't a critique. Well, maybe you could call it a critique. I feel like a lot of folks in the Western American church have this concept that when you put your faith in Jesus and you start following these biblical principles, that your life will somehow just get easier. I'm not so sure that's biblical. And so when bad things happen, people think, well, I believe, why are these hard, bad things happening to me? But Jesus says, in this world, you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. So let's read our scripture. And this is the Apostle Paul, again, who wrote a good chunk of the New Testament. He says, to this very hour, we go hungry and thirsty. We are in rags. We are brutally treated. We are homeless. We work hard with our hands. When we are cursed, we bless. When we are persecuted, not if, when we are persecuted, we endure it. When we are slandered, we answer kindly. We have become the scum of the earth, the garbage of the world, right up to this moment. Now, this scripture is descriptive, not prescriptive. You don't have to be in rags or in chains. But I do think it's worthwhile noting that the guy who wrote Rejoice Always also wrote this. So I think we need to get away from the idea that when you start following biblical principles, that life will just get easy. Life will get way more fulfilling, way more purpose-filled, way more full of love and joy and patience. You and I will go through some really hard stuff in our lives. It's a guarantee. However, the utterly unique thing about Jesus, opposed to all other quote-unquote gods, is that Jesus can empathize with us because he himself went through worse versions of whatever we're going through, whether it's physical pain or emotional pain or abandonment. So even though I picked a super depressing scripture, I think it's encouraging. Why? Because bad things are going to happen, but he will never leave you. He will be with us through the storm. All right, much love. God bless.